Midnight Drearies.
It was a dark and stormy night, much like any other night in Seattle. Billionaire Jeff Bezos sat in his high-tech laboratory, surrounded by advanced machinery and the latest scientific equipment. He had always been fascinated with technology and its potential to change the world, and he had devoted his vast wealth to exploring its possibilities. But now, his obsession had gone too far. Having conquered the internet, he set his sights on world domination. Bezos had become a cyborg, his body enhanced with the latest cybernetic implants and robotics. He was faster, stronger, and more powerful than any human had ever been, and he relished in his newfound abilities. But as he gazed out at the world through his enhanced eyes, he discovered something that angered him. The economy was recovering despite Congress and the Federal Reserve's best efforts to destroy it. The American people had rallied together to take care of one another in these dark times. Small businesses, mom-and-pop shops, and independent stores were thriving all across the country, and Cyborg Jeff felt a sudden surge of jealousy and rage. "How dare they?" he snarled to himself. "They think they can compete with me? With Amazon? I'll show them. I'll destroy them all, one by one." And so, Jeff Bezos set out on a mission to personally crush every small business in America. He traveled from town to town, city to city, using his vast wealth and cybernetic abilities to demolish everything in his path. But he also had a couple of old scores to settle. He started with Bill Gates, his longtime rival and fellow tech billionaire. Bezos burst into Gates' Microsoft headquarters. His metallic blades popped out of their hidden compartments in his arms, gleaming in the dim light. Gates was caught off guard. He went for the disintegrator ray gun attached under his desk, but Cyber Bezos was too fast and tore him apart with a single swipe of his claws. "Bye-bye, Bloody Bill." Next, he targeted Elon Musk, the visionary founder of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk had always been a thorn in Bezos' side, with his constant innovation and willingness to take risks. But now, Bezos was unstoppable. He descended upon Musk's factory in a hail of gunfire, his advanced weaponry making short work of Musk's security team. In a matter of minutes, Musk lay dead at his feet. "Tweet that, bitch." With Gates and Musk out of the way, Bezos continued his rampage, destroying small businesses and local stores with ruthless efficiency. He took pleasure in watching each building crumble to the ground, each owner begging for mercy. But little did he know, someone was watching him. Someone who refused to let him continue his reign of terror. That someone was MrBeast, a popular YouTuber and philanthropist who had dedicated his life to helping others. He had heard of Bezos' atrocities and knew he had to do whatever it took to stop the mad billionaire. But Bezos' first mistake was going to North Carolina. Jimmy the Beast didn't have to go far to find him. Just as Jeff was destroying the last Piggly Wiggly in the state, he saw Jimmy. "What do you want, kid?" he asked. "Okay, boomer, I don't care if you've got a bitch boy Borg body, I'm taking you down. Pardon my language." Bezos just laughed. His second mistake was underestimating Jimmy. With a deep breath, MrBeast closed his eyes and focused his energy. Suddenly, his body began to transform, his skin was covered in blue fur and his muscles bulged with newfound strength. A pink electricity field surrounded him, sparking and popping. "You never should have come to North Carolina," he said to but Bezos. "You dare challenge me?" he chided. "I am the most powerful being on this planet." MrBeast stood his ground, his muscles tense and his eyes locked onto Bezos. "You may be powerful," he said, "but you're not invincible. And you will pay for what you've done to innocent people." With that, MrBeast unleashed a bolt of pink lightning that struck Bezos square in the chest, causing him to stagger back. But he quickly regained his footing and charged at MrBeast with his blades bared. The two titans clashed in a furious battle, Jeff's metal body ringing with each hit. MrBeast dodged and weaved, using his agility to stay one step ahead of Bezos' relentless attacks. But Bezos was tireless, and he soon managed to land a powerful punch that sent MrBeast tumbling to the ground. He loomed over him, ready to strike the killing blow. But MrBeast wasn't done yet. He summoned all his strength and leapt at Bezos with his manly hand claws extended. He sank them deep into Bezos' chest, tearing through the metal and wiring until he reached the power source at the core of his being. Jeff, of course, had no heart. With a final burst of energy, MrBeast ripped out the power source, causing Bezos to shudder and convulse. He let out a final, anguished scream before falling to the ground, motionless. The fight was over. MrBeast stood panting and covered in sweat and ruffled fur. He had saved the day, but at a great cost. The small businesses of America had suffered irreparable damage, and the loss of Gates and Musk had sent shockwaves through the tech industry. But MrBeast was undeterred. He knew that the fight was never over, that there would always be new threats to the little guy. And he was ready to take them on, no matter the cost. MrBeast was the hero America needed in its darkest hour.